So guys, I think today marks the day where we are finally officially going to be turning my iPhone into a Fortnite mobile controller. Now, we're not going to do the full thing. If you haven't seen my videos or you are at all new to my channel, then you probably haven't seen these videos where I basically put buttons and triggers onto the phone. And my goal here on my YouTube channel at the moment is to try to make my phone into a Fortnite mobile controller as close as I possibly can to make my phone feel like I'm holding a controller and I'm playing like a console player. So I saw these products on Amazon for about $8 and I haven't opened them yet. I've obviously just looked at the package, and so far for $8 it comes with these little grips, and they're basically, you attach them to your phone, you put your phone right in there, you basically put these on your phone and then you hold them like a controller. So it's supposed to make your phone feel like you're holding a controller and playing like a controller. And again, as you already know, we've already tried to make our phone as close to a controller as we possibly could. So I think today we're going to try to make it even more like a controller by buying these. And so far, I mean, it also comes with triggers, and these triggers you could find on Amazon for $8 by themselves. So if you're thinking about it, this from what my eyes is right now, to add these grips with the triggers, it's a deal. I mean, I don't know how the build quality is, but we're going to test out in this video, obviously. So without any further ado, before we put it onto the phone, obviously we have to unbox this package. So if you do want to buy these, I will leave the link in the description. So I'm going to take out the boring stuff first. Thank you, dear valued customer. Thank you for your purchase. Gamer Plus would like to ensure that
Bruh, look at this dude.
that the R product and the service exceeds your expectations. We would love to hear your honest feedback and review.
Boring.
Here we got the actual triggers. These triggers, I don't know if these triggers are going to beat my original triggers that we've been using in the other videos, but we'll have to test both of them out first. So obviously we got to pop these things out. So it appears there's already a piece that's fallen off. I don't know if that's supposed to be. I've never actually experienced these triggers personally firsthand. So we got this little wheel. I'm hoping that's supposed to pop out. So here's actually the trigger part. So here we go. That is a really satisfying click. I'm gonna get it up to the mic. I hope you could hear that. Maybe I'll have to like higher the volume a little bit on that part. But these wheels, I'm assuming, supposed to screw on into here. So obviously gonna do that. Okay, I think we've gotten them in. So the plan is, you know, obviously you're gonna put these on your phone like this. I want to see how these grips are going to work on the phone. So immediately my thoughts. These grips are pretty nice looking. They are made out of plastic. You can't really like squeeze them down. The texture there, you guys can kind of see, it's kind of a rubbery feel to it. It's not like a soft rubber though. It's just a rubber. So you hold them in the hand of your palm like that. Let's get out the other trigger. Here we got the other grip, and you know, obviously you're gonna put your phone. Let's see how this. Yeah, this is definitely, you can like pull that back a little bit to fit your phone in there. So here's how you would hold it. You'd hold it like a controller. You got like where your triggers would be, and I'm assuming you can put the triggers there. So far I feel like I'm holding a Nintendo Switch, honestly. Here's how it looks when you're okay. I need to clip my nails, guys. I'm sorry, but here's how it would look while you were holding it if you didn't have long nails like mine. So anyways, let's see. I'm using the iPhone 10. I'm gonna see if it fits in here. Maybe we gotta put it back here. So far it works very nice. It feels somewhat like a controller. I mean, they can't make it perfect, but for my eyes I feel like I'm holding a controller. You could definitely get mistaken. Like if you were blind and you were holding these, it would feel like you were holding a controller. But for now, first impressions, I feel like I'm holding a controller, and while I'm playing Fortnite Mobile, I think these are worth it, honestly. From my experience right now, having the triggers added onto it, I think this is going to be a really cool addition to your phone and make you feel like you're actually holding a controller. Very cool. Okay, so here we got the phone completely hooked into the thing. Okay, a little slippery, but here we got it. As you can see, the only issue is if you are using this with an iPhone 10, the screen is glass on the back, and I don't know if these were made for the iPhone 10. I mean, it doesn't like touch the camera, but I mean, I'm talking about like it slides a little bit. So again, if you're using an iPhone 10 with these, you will experience, like, as you can see, I have to keep pushing it in. But if you have anything lower than an iPhone 10, I think these might be a pretty good fit. It makes your phone look like it honestly looks like I'm holding an iPad right now, because you'd expect like something like a product like this to be on an iPad, but I'm trying to show the beauty of this. I mean, from the back, it doesn't really show how cool it is, but from the front, it honestly feels and looks like a controller. So, I know a lot of you guys are curious, though. Are these triggers going to be able to attach onto the phone with these on? So, we're going to obviously test that right now. So, we got our first trigger on. I personally like these triggers better, but I don't know. These might be... I haven't really given these ones a chance yet, so... I mean, I might like these better. For now, these might be my new favorite triggers. These are really cool. And by the way, I just want to quickly point out, this video is not at all sponsored by this company. So I'm just leaving the link in the description for the purpose, because I'm using their product in the video, and I want you guys to be able to, you know, obviously get this product if you really want it. So we're on Fortnite right now. For some reason it logged me out, but I'm gonna try to show you guys how it looks so far. So we got the trigger there. Sadly, you can't line it up here if you have the iPhone X camera. A lot of potential, though, that could have been, like, if we could have fit the triggers behind here, it would have been nice. But I mean, it's still cool for $8. I'm just getting too, like, greedy. Okay, so here I am actually holding it out, and I know in the ad they did say it was, like, multi-purpose, because look at this. But you can actually use it as a phone stand if you really wanted to, which I find pretty sick. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. I'm sorry, I'm overreacting. It's super easy to click. I'm not putting any pressure. I'm basically just tapping it with, like, as little force as I can, and it's able to... You know, it goes down really easy. So these are probably my new favorite triggers. I don't know, pretty surprising. I did not think I was gonna like these, but these triggers are honestly pretty sweet. Let's get the other one hooked on, and then I think we can get in our first match. Okay, so everything that comes in the package right here. We got the triggers, we got the actual grips, which is the main part of this video. These might even fit on an iPad. If you guys want to see a video using these on an iPad, then definitely do comment down below, because I think that is very possible. I could 100% make a video on that. It feels like a controller, other than the fact this is kind of how you would hold it. You'd expect to, like, press the trigger down here, and that's kind of where they put it, but you can't actually put working triggers there, so you kind of, like, I can't really push this anymore over. That's the only thing I've noticed. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say here, but basically you gotta, like, reach your fingers, like, a little more. Like, you gotta reach them, instead of just reaching them here, you gotta reach them down here. Okay, I don't know, it's a little weird. Just something I noticed, because I play on console a lot. Okay, I can't explain it, but for some reason, I feel like I'm playing Fortnite on an Android phone. Don't ask me why. I have no reason. I just feel like I am. Okay. So we're finally loaded into Fortnite. Now, obviously, we gotta make our custom GUI. So, if you guys don't know how to do this, basically go into settings, click the HUD layout. What I do to usually do this is, if you don't want to move your triggers, to do that. Really cool feature. I think they did that just for us, so thank you, Epic. So we'll do that. Reset. Okay. Okay, these are really good triggers. I don't know if you guys can see that. These are really good triggers. So, just starting off, the last triggers, when I tried setting them up before, I think they took about like 3 minutes. These literally took 30 seconds. So far, I think these are really nice triggers. The controller grip, pretty sweet. So here what I'm trying to do is I'm kind of trying to get like some sort of a side cam. So here's the left trigger, obviously you can see. So we don't have a gun, but let's get a gun and then I'm going to show you. Whoa, we put gravity. So I'm going to show you me pressing down. It's very, very responsive for triggers. Way better than the other triggers. I'll show you from like a front angle. But here we got our right trigger. I tap it, I throw it. It's almost instant. I'm just gonna scope in, scope out a little bit. I can 100% see how this would make you a better Fortnite mobile player. It's super easy. It makes you feel like you're holding a controller. With the triggers, it's like, it's almost too beautiful to be true. If we hooked up the buttons and the joystick onto this, I think we'd literally win every single match. And if you guys do want to see a video on that, if you don't know what the buttons are, I'll put them on screen. If you don't know what well, we already have triggers now. You've already seen them. But if you want me to hook up buttons onto this screen and the joystick, 100% smash the like button down below. I'm not going to set a like goal because I don't know how many views this video is going to get. But just go down below. Like, your like really matters. For other like huge YouTubers, when they say get a like or give them a like, it's not that big of a deal because they get like hundreds of thousands of likes. But for me, I'm a small YouTuber, so your like can change it, and maybe I will in the future make a video with the buttons. You literally be holding a controller at that point. So that's if you guys smash the like button down below. So go do that right now. And if you guys want to see everything Fortnite Mobile, if you made it this far, I'm assuming you liked my channel, go smash that subscribe button. We make videos showing off products like these. And I keep everyone up to date with the Fortnite Mobile community about controller support, when it comes out, Fortnite Mobile Android, Fortnite Mobile, everything update. I'm always keeping everyone updated. So please consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like these. I will probably use this product also more in the future. So yeah, let's cut to some real match gameplay. I'm going to try to show this off as best as I can. This part I'm just going to kind of show you. You just believe me, the triggers are responsive. Every time I swing, they swing. I tried showing you that best as I could at that side angle. So here's how I kind of hold it in the back. Naturally, the grips feel like you're holding a controller for sure. Without the sliding, if you have an iPhone X, but the iPhone X, you will notice it's going to slide a little bit. But trust me, I'm kind of overreacting. It's not as bad as you think. If you're holding it like this, it's not going to slide. Okay, so we're just going to drop on a point. I'm going to get a gun, and then I'm just going to basically, you know, we're going to rock it.
Tell me to move on, but don't serve you right. They tell me to work hard. I've been up for a few nights. I've been doing this for a new life. Get my eyes shut for a new sight. If they love putting you down, go ahead, say that too right up.
Okay, so let's see. We're on the dance floor. Literally no one's here. I kind of want some action. Just to show you guys, I am not bluffing. We are going to get rid of our fire button. So that way there's literally no other way we can fire except using this.
My passion for somewhere the world. Hated the fact that I was losing myself. This pen and the paper, the way that I dealt. Like, what are the options when nothing is changing? Be so much more than just somebody famous. Give them a reason for standing ovations. I'm patient, I'm loving the journey. I'm taking to all of my friends who think that I've dished. I never have time I can spend. The fake ones just slowly keep breaking away. The
dang it, bro, I got boogie.
Couple are wondering how life has been. Others it feels like it slowly depends. What am I doing? What am I making? No other reason they ever hit send. Always getting home late and I feel like I never have time. Like I never have time, no time. But they tell me don't stress, cause that shit, yeah, it's all in your mind. It be all in your mind, in your mind. And it's feeling so crazy how fast all these months go by. All these months go by, go by, go by. But they tell me don't stress.
Who wants it?
Be all in your mind, no. Yeah, that shit, it be all in my mind. And I wonder if I pass up love. Wonder if they only text me because I'm the next one up. This is all I want, this is everything I'm needing. They say they feel my passion with every breath I've been breathing. I'm thinking too much, comparing myself with that man in the mirror. But every time I'm looking at him, I'm overwhelmed with fear. Cause that reflection got me stressing, the infection is real. Cause I've been broke.
So you know what, guys, screw it. I'm going full tryhard. I'm gonna get like 20 bombs right now, 20 kills, easy peasy. It's gonna be like lemon squeezy, bro. It's gonna be too easy. Watch this. Ready? Get it.
My resume was building up. Yeah, I've killed it, but see, really, I ain't killed enough. I'm not gonna quit till the world will listen up. You don't know where I'm at, you don't know my whole story. Everything was clear to me without my lens, it's just blurry. It's just all in my mind, this is all in my head.
Home late and I feel like I never had time. Like I never had time, no time. But they tell me don't stress, cause that it's all in your mind. It be all in your mind, in your mind. And it's feeling so crazy how fast all these months go by. All these months go by, go by, go by. But they tell me don't stress, cause that shit be all in your mind. No, yeah, that it be all in your always mind. Getting home late and I feel like I never had time.
So here's basically how it looks like when you're looking at it straight down. You know, the grips, this is, you know, how it goes, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. We're gonna just do another playground because we already showed off killing people with the triggers. So yeah, the triggers, in conclusion, by the way, really super duper sweet. These grips with the triggers, just, it's amazing. The grips, you start not even noticing if you've been playing on console after a couple, like, minutes, or no, a couple, about 10 minutes after that, you don't even notice the grips anymore, because you start thinking, basically, that you're holding a controller. And then, like, the triggers, obviously, you're used to, like, clicking the triggers. The only thing is, obviously, there's no buttons, but a while back, I actually purchased buttons, and I featured them in another video. So we might make a video with those, and the grips, and the triggers, and the joystick, and we're basically just gonna turn our phone into an actual Fortnite mobile controller. I already made a video about it, but I think we have to make a part 2 to that, just because with these grips, it's literally a controller, and it's amazing, honestly. I'm really happy with this purchase. I would 100% recommend these. Building with it also, it's not bad. I mean, I have a horrible building GUI, and I'm trying to, like, kind of, you know, play through my phone. But yeah, you can hold it down. Like, right now I'm holding down the trigger and doing it. And it does work. You can still build. So, not this by itself, I mean... obviously, it would be easy to do without the triggers, but I think it's pretty cool. How you can build, like, just literally just hold down the button and build. So, overall, very cool purchase. If you guys do want to see more with these grips, definitely leave a comment down below. Very cool. A nice texture. It's like, it literally, if you guys have ever held a PlayStation or Xbox controller, that's kind of the feel to the texture. Obviously, if you have a gripped controller, it doesn't feel like that. It's honestly pretty close to that, though, which is really surprising for a little mini phone edition. So, really cool. I really appreciate your guys' support lately. You guys are the reason I'm keeping these videos up. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. This is my first real video. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I put a lot of effort in it. Again, I recorded for a whole hour. Again, I would recommend it if you guys want to stay up to date in the Fortnite mobile community and also want to stay up to date with me. Or maybe you want to play with me, and if you have these grips too, we could 1v1 using the triggers and the grips, and that would be pretty cool, and I would feature in one of my videos. So, if you guys want to play with me, maybe be in one of my videos, be sure to add me at GoldenYT without an O on Twitter. Followers, all followers get to play with me. Just comment on my recent post, your Fortnite username, and I will add you. Or just DM me and I will, add you back instantly. Or you can always add me, but you have to be followed to be able to play with me. So go follow me. You also get a shout out in the next video. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. Thank you guys for everything. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
They tell me to move on, it don't serve you right. They tell me to work hard, I've been up for a few nights. I've been doing this for a new life. Get my eyes shut for a new sight. If they love putting you down, go ahead, say f that too, right? Worried about what's ahead, worried about never getting that bread. Worry is constantly stuck in my head, so worried it's harder to sleep in my bed. I've read all of the comments you said, got me forgetting the things that I dread. Shining the hope that I'll finally make it, taking a jump in my fall, you might break it.